So in addition to teaching for Kaplan, and in addition to teaching in Northern California at Hastings, at Santa Clara, at USF, I am in charge of Kaplan's tutoring program. So you can imagine I get to talk to a lot of students. And typically students who seek out tutoring are ones that were unsuccessful on the bar once, twice, several times. So the conversations really vary. But one thing that all of them have in common is there's just so much stuff to remember and I can't keep it all straight. And I think I've really become like the king of shortcuts, the king of mnemonics. And man, as a lawyer, you don't want to be the king of shortcuts, right? That just sounds like an ethics violation. But my point is that there are certain ways of looking at things. They're going to help you keep it in your mind, right? And what I want you to do is learn the law, condense it, and then when you're in the bar, be able to expand upon it, be able to accordion out all of that law that you have memorized. And I was working with a young lady a few weeks ago, and she was on her third bar exam, and she said, I just can't keep all of this law around mortgages straight in my head. This whole equitable right to redeem and statutory right to redeem, what triggers it, when's it available? I keep getting questions wrong in that area. And I said, Martha, here's an easy way to remember it, the alphabet. She says, what? I'm like, the alphabet. She's like, I don't understand. I said, take a piece of paper, and at the top, on the left, write a D, and then moving to your right, write an E, and then moving to your right, write an F, and then moving to your right, write an S. She's like, D, E, F, S? Yes, D, E, F, S. What do they signify to you? She goes, I have no clue. I said, well, from context, can you tell anything? She says, well, they're alphabetical. D comes before E, E before F, F before S. I'm like, good. So you'll never forget that, right? It's just a matter of what they signify. Okay. Well, foreclosure doesn't matter until somebody goes into default. D, default. Then, what was between default and foreclosure? D and F? E. Oh, the equitable right to redeem. Exactly, Martha. You have the equitable right to redeem before foreclosure. There's nothing to redeem if you haven't defaulted. So once you've defaulted, right, you couldn't pay. Now, before foreclosure sale happens, you have the equitable right to redeem. But if the foreclosure sale happened, well, you no longer have the equitable right to redeem. Now you better hope what came after F, S, a statutory right to redeem. So the equitable right to redeem is before foreclosure, and the statutory right to redeem is after foreclosure. And she said, that's great, but could you just remind me of what statutory was again? Sure. You have no guarantee to a statutory right of redemption. However, that's what you need if you want to get your property back after the foreclosure sale. Where do you find one of those? Well, you're going to find one in your fact pattern, because jurisdictions have them, but there is no default that a jurisdiction will have one. It would have to be provided for you. This jurisdiction has both equitable and statutory rights of redemption. The multiple choice question would lay it out for you right there. So if you saw it, bam, you would apply it. It's really about knowing when to apply it. It is after foreclosure, not before. So Martha was happy. She got it. Hopefully you will as well.